Next, we have a question from Andre. It's a question on books. He's asking for some book recommendation. In fact, that was also a question that I wanted to ask you. Tell our viewers some of the books that you read, and what are your favorites, especially if you have any book recommendation on the options strategies that you're talking about. But even if you have recommendations on other books, please feel free to tell us.
Yes, I can recommend quite a few books, or I won't give you a list. Yeah, just this list. No, yeah. Look, let's start from the basics. I think everybody would benefit if they haven't already in reading, obviously, like the read Phil Fisher's
Common stocks
method.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Common stocks with uncommon profit. I know the concepts, I just don't know the title. No. So common stocks with uncommon profit, and of course, The Intelligent Investor. And then I would probably make sure to read Poor Charlie's Almanac, which is written by Peter Kaufman, and it's all of Charlie's views. But there's a lot of really great books. I enjoyed a few years ago. So also we talked about Howard Marks. Howard Marks has 20. He has market cycles. And then he also has the most important thing, right? Which is great. Most important thing is great. So Ed Thorpe has a really fun read out there, A Man of All Markets, or A Man for All Markets, I think it's called. And that is almost like an autobiography. And for those who don't know, Thorpe ran a very successful hedge fund, but started his years. He was the original professor who kind of brought the MIT team down to Vegas.
Beat the house.
Beat the house. And he's credited with the first wearable computer because he had a roulette device that they had in their shoe, and they were beating roulette, many decades ago. And he truly is. He has the first wearable computer. So it's just fantastic, fun book to read. Annie Duke wrote a great book. She's the famous poker player, Thinking in Bets, about probabilistic thinking, about how the outcome isn't always determinant of the decision-making quality of the decision. Let's see, Ray Dalio has a great book, Principles. I know.
Yeah.
And then there's two versions. So there's The Outsiders by Thorndike.
Oh yeah, talking about the greatest capital allocators. In fact, I talk about that. Fantastic book.
All these. I also recently enjoyed, or a couple of years ago now, I guess, there's Factfulness. Have you read?
Loved it. Absolutely. It's. I was just looking for the book. It's one of the greatest. Hans Rosling. Yeah. In fact, I posted about that book on our forum. Yeah.
Great.
Every investor should read that book.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a handful. I'm missing, so many, but Stocks for the Long Run by Jeremy Siegel is a great book, actually. Jeremy Siegel is the head professor at Wharton University and finance professor chair, and he analyzed 200 years of data of all these different asset classes, and just shows sort of what has happened to gold, what's happened to currency, what's happened to treasuries or government bonds, corporate bonds, and then stocks, and kind of makes this enormous case for owning stocks for the long run.
Fantastic. Yeah, I saw that analysis. So Matthew, if I may take the liberty of maybe later after this session, pestering you to email me your book list or anything that you may have, so that I can share with the viewers here. They will really benefit from that. Any book recommendations.
Yeah, remind me afterward. I can.
That'll be fantastic.
Together.
Okay, fantastic. Okay.
Follow Matthew Peterson at his website and YouTube channel with the links included in the video description below. If you have enjoyed this video, please smash the like button below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our investment forum at Facebook. Link in the description below.